Hidden behind those trees are absolutely some interesting tales. For decades, this home sheltered a family, gave them a space to rest after a hard day's work, a place to eat, a space to make memories, to celebrate, to mourn, and everything else in between. Its value may no longer lie in its ability to provide shelter, but in its ability to remind us of a long time ago. A time that the French couple, Mr. Fernand and Mrs. Juliette, lived here. Both were already in their old age and retired when Juliette lost her husband at the age of 82. She herself lived in the house for a few more years, until 2010, when she left this world and no one ever came back to the house. Ever since then, the property has been left to revert back to nature. The paint is starting to peel from the ceiling in the living room, and the bedrooms are untouched, with the beds still made. Let's go on an adventure and respect the departed as we delve into the world of this French couple. So welcome back everybody on a brand new abandoned adventure. We are somewhere in a town in France, making our way to an abandoned house that has supposedly some still beautiful intact rooms and an incredible state of decay. We're currently almost in front of the property. We're gonna see if we can make our way inside. It's a little bit strange, since there is this camper standing right in front of the property. But this is the actual house at number 93. Garage over here. Well, you can tell there is definitely an urbex highway, as we call it. We're not the first explorers to go here. Made our way to the back side of the property, but I have to whisper a little bit since there is actually a person right in the other garden next to us. We just saw him. Alright. Looks like we made it. Well, the door in front of me is just wide open, and it actually brings us into that garage that we've just seen in the outside. A little bit messy here. No food products left. Sprayer spares. A little religious note. I'm curious to find out more about What family used to live here? Well, this brings us right into a kitchen. You can already see on the ceiling that the paint is all peeling. Definitely some sad signs of vandalism, unfortunately. Wow, I actually really like these plates. Have a look at them. Beautiful ornate plates. This one says the name 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝘆𝗶. Maybe it's a town name. Also this painting over here. If we take a look at the wall, we can see a typical French wallpaper, like you often see in the homes. Look at that ornament over there. It's quite unique. Portable furnace over here. There are still some things standing on these shelves. Well, then we make our way to the next room and take a look at this. It's truly magical how all this paint is peeling. I've almost never seen that before. The last time I saw it was in America. And the homes over there was more peeling paint compared to here. It's crazy. It actually looks like a very typical Belgian stove, like we often see in Belgium. Have a look at those pictures. I think this used to be a little stick with air scents. Some more old pictures. A woman together with a dog. This could have been her husband in the corner. Let's see what's in here. There is a calendar. 2010. So I found 2010 and I see also a letter on the ground over here. And it's saying the name Juliette. So Mrs. Juliette, 2010. Who knows, maybe this was on the wedding day of Mrs. Juliette. A little notebook over here. It's saying addresses. Probably they wrote addresses and telephone numbers of friends down in here. Have a look at everything that's still standing here. On the cupboards, also glasses. Another picture. I assume it was the mother of Mrs. Juliette. And this may be Mrs. Juliette in her younger days. Mrs. Juliette. Why did this dearest woman leave this place behind? And why did nobody ever recuperate everything inside? Everything is standing here again. I think I see another marriage picture. Would it be them? Mrs. Juliette together with her husband? Maybe. Or maybe they were just friends or relatives of them that married. It's crazy how the table is still made up, although I think it's a setup that's been done by photographers. Also, have a look at the lamp over here. It's pretty unique. And then we still have a Thomson television. Another picture of this woman on top of it. I don't know who she was, but it could have been actually Mrs. Juliette herself in her older days. What a wonderful living room. Completely trapped in time again, like everything is still there. Receipts, letters, Chinaware. This is probably the case for the glasses that we're laying on top of here. It's unbelievable. Even an ashtray with some very moldy cigarettes over there. I'm definitely not gonna touch that. Let's continue our way through this home. Another little area over here. There is not that much things left behind here anymore. I do really like the drapes over here. Typical French, I would say. This little elephant ornaments. Telephone. And this brings us in the main hallway. And as you can tell, bust hasn't been collected for at least a decade since 2010, because there is so much bust over here. Even still bust from this year. You really wonder, 2022, it's just still being delivered to this door. Nobody knowing it's looking like this at the inside. It's completely unoccupied. Toilet here. I believe there is even a basement. This doesn't go really far. We just have some bottles of liquor in here, amongst with some other things. Some garlic, I believe, down there. Those mainly look like some things for maintenance. I actually wanted to see if the keys are still hanging here. Oh, there are still some keys hanging here. Maybe they are even the keys of the front door. Who knows? Well, then we explored the entire ground level. And what rests us is going upstairs. Now, it looks like there is some animal feces or something over here on the grounds. So maybe since the door is open, some cats or other animals have found their way in. What I do notice is those things on the sides, which makes me think that the person was one, maybe of older age, or maybe also physically just had difficulties walking up these stairs. So they made these things on the sides, those railings, to make it a little bit easier for them. Well, it's not a super big home that we're exploring today, but I still found it worth to show it to you. It looks like, yeah, this is a little bathroom over here. Oh. Got some CT scans of the human brain over here. I believe the name written on here. Let's see. Yep. Juliette, and they're from 2008. Mrs. Juliette had some kind of brain injury, or at least the reason why they made a CT scan of her brain, her skull. And I assume by now this dearest woman has actually passed and departed this earth. Oh wow. Have a look at this. Such a charming room. The curtains and the drapes. And a wonderful headboard of the bed as well. Also still a sewing machine over here. This could be a very old family picture. What a charming room. The pink lamp, the curtains. Unfortunately the shutters are closed, so there is not much natural light falling through these windows. So this little frame over here. Mrs. Juliette's. Well, the woman definitely liked sewing. I guess this was the last bedroom where she slept. I really love the bed. Very unique. Even look at this little ornament over here. Made out of shells like there are two figurines. Well, right next to this room is actually another bedroom and another room here. So let's first go in here, since I believe this room is not really that interesting. We have a letter over here. Cannot really read anymore what's written on there, but it looks like friends of them went on holiday and sent them a little wish card. This is a letter from 1984. Also, this is quite hard to decipher. I believe it's not even written in French. No, this is a very unknown language to me. Could be Italian. Well, also over there is another sign that was probably an older person that lived here in the last years. That this home was still occupied. A little bird's cage on top of here. Some suitcases. Nope, electricity is also not working anymore. And that brings us to the last room. Another bedroom. I must say, quite pristine. There are some minor signs of vandalism here and there, but the bed's still made up. That's always quite unique to see. Oh my gosh. And all these clothes are still inside the wardrobe. That's crazy. Wow. Unbelievable. And you can tell they're all feminine clothes, so Mrs. Juliette probably lived, hopefully not too lonesome life, but at least a life by herself most likely in the last years, that this place was still inhabited. Those are all coffee beans on the ground, by the way. Those are awesome wish cards again. So somebody liked traveling in the family. Maybe it was even from Mrs. Juliette herself. They actually all come outside of this box, so somebody has thrown them out. And there was something hanging up here on the wall, but that has also been removed. Well, what do we have over here? Looks like that's definitely a family ancestor. This could be a picture of their son. Maybe a father. Oh my. Guys, we found Juliette, but there is a passport of another person as well over here. Louise. That's her in the picture. Whoa. This is from 1979. It's a quite old identity card or passport. I think it's rather identity card. Yep. National identity cards. Republic of France. That's crazy. So even personal documents are left over here. It's strange though that the name over there is Louise, and all the letters I found are definitely written to a woman named Juliette. And I believe, yeah, this is another identity card from 1953. Is it an identity card? No, it's some kind of receipt of declaration. There's a postage stamp as well. It's from the Ministry of Transport and Tourism, so maybe it had to do with the driving license. I see some more pictures over here. Very old pictures. There's even a tribe in Africa. I see another name over here. Fernand. And this is... let's see. This person was born in 1913. Fernand. So maybe it was Fernand, Mrs. Juliette, and then Mrs. Louise. Maybe Juliette was even the daughter of the family that lived here and looked after the home till the very last years of life. At least we found some names. We found the year that it was abandoned, and we explored everything in this miraculous little time capsule again. I loved seeing the living room with all the peeling paint on the ceiling. That was really unique. Now, if you enjoyed this little short but still beautiful exploration of this home as well, all I want to ask you for is smashing the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel right down below for free, and also feel free to leave a comment right down below. And then, as always, I will see you on a next adventure somewhere in this beautiful world. Peace out.